Hey, I'm Shane and I'm a part of the XP3 team. And we've got a really great new series for your students called Every Day that I think has the potential to change the way your high schoolers see the idea of connecting with and experiencing God every single day. Our goal over the next 5 weeks is to challenge them to make faith an everyday part of their lives. But this is a two-way street. We'll take the first part and we'll set you up to crush the second part. So let's take some time to unpack what I'm talking about. We can see the word every day in two ways, and both are what we want for the faith and future of the next generation. The first way is through the lens of practice, habit, and repetition. We know it's the things that we do repeatedly that shape and transform us. Establishing a good habit produces health, vibrance, and growth. When it comes to practices, habits, and disciplines, it's about the reps, the streaks, the goals, and the chance to get after it daily. In our talks, we lean into this concept most, but here's what we know. It's not always possible to do anything every day, right? In fact, doing anything for the sake of checking a box or maintaining a streak says that a growing faith is just about trying really hard. But you and your team have a unique opportunity to lean into the second lens that might actually matter more to the faith and future of your students. But first, let me give you a metaphor for this. Think about the fancy dishes that people use on special occasions. Perfect, fragile, and only used for events and celebrations. Now, think about that plastic Tupperware dish at your house. You know, it's the one with the spaghetti stains and the fork scrapes. It's been in the bottom of your backpack or forgotten lunches, or it's been microwaved for way too long or just tossed around in the dishwasher. You know which one I'm talking about. Now, when you think about those two things, which one would seem able to handle the realities of life best? So, this is your unique opportunity. Walking alongside students in a way that allows them to see their relationship with God and the journey of following Jesus as durable enough to produce a resilient faith. A faith that is there in the same way on your mountaintop moment as it is in your lowest valley. A faith that's trustworthy even when the worst happens. A faith that doesn't buckle or break when there's new information to consider, like when they go to college or investigate science or scrolling on the internet. It takes relationships to model and remind students of this reality. To grow a faith that goes with them everywhere into everything, we lean into 4 faith skills here at Orange. Hear, pray, talk, and live. So how exactly can they do that? How exactly can they live out these faith skills? Well, by making connecting with God a part of their everyday lives. More specifically, we want to help them see how they can incorporate what we call the 4 faith skills into the things that they do every single day. And we're going to help teenagers hear from God by looking for and listening to God's voice in things like creation, scripture, and other people. We're going to help high schoolers pray and learn to have consistent conversations with God. We'll show high schoolers how they can talk about God every single day with their friends, family, teammates, and even their small group, because we believe students should share their faith. And we're going to give them real ways to share their faith authentically by talking about God's work in their everyday lives. And then finally, we will talk about how we can honor God in the way that we live, and how students can understand that following Jesus is not just something you acknowledge, it's actually something that you live out daily. Now, what we don't want in this series is to lead teenagers to believe that their standing with God is based on doing all of these things in a specific way every single day. This isn't about creating a daily checklist to earn a relationship with God. We know that's not how it works. See, we want high school students to see the value in using the skills that God has given them to see God more clearly and to connect with and trust God more every day. Not because they have to, but because they see the value in making connecting with God an everyday part of their lives, both now and as they continue to grow in their faith. Look, we are so grateful to you for leading your students through developing new habits and routines that will make faith a real part of their lives. And we cannot wait to see how your high schoolers are impacted, encouraged, and changed over the course of these 5 weeks.